Good day and welcome again to another English language session. Today we shall be looking at subject and verb agreement. I am your presenter, Anush Harrison Jackson. Objectives of this lesson are as follows. 1. To define the term subject. 2. To identify the subjects within given sentences. 3. To discuss the different types of subject, simple, compound, and complete. And to discuss the various rules that pertain to subject and verb agreement. And lastly, to complete activities on subject and verb agreement. I trust that you'll find this presentation enlightening and useful. Remember to share, subscribe, and like. What is the subject? Yes, you guessed it. The subject of a sentence is who or what the sentence is about. Example, the girls dance gracefully. The subject of that sentence is the girls. There are many persons who believe that the subject of a sentence is always a noun, but this is not always the case. The subject of a sentence is who or what the sentence is about. For example, I am an intelligent person. In this case, the subject of that sentence is I, which is a pronoun. The subject of a sentence may not necessarily be at the beginning. It may be located in the middle or even at the end of the sentence. Examples. Number 1. During the summer, Marcia and Jake visited the museum. In this case, the subject is Marcia and Jake, and it is located in the middle of the sentence. Number 2. Who is Suzanne? In this case, the subject is Suzanne, and it is at the end of the sentence. Can you identify the subject in the following sentences? Number 1. At the museum, the students received many prizes. Number 2. They were not prepared to make their presentation. Number 3. Where is Julia? Number 4. All but Tommy saw the rubber. Number 5. Many persons attend the function. Number 6. Tom and Sarah have been friends for several years. And number 7. The industrious girl decides to enter the competition. The answers to the previous activity are as follows. Number 1, the students. Number 2, they. Number 3, Julia. Number 4, all. Number 5, many persons. Number 6, Tom and Sarah. And number 7, you guessed it, the industrious girl. Based on your responses, you would have observed that there are different types of subjects. These types of subjects may be categorized as simple, compound, or complete. The simple subject is that one word that tells what the sentence is about. Example, the beautiful girl reads well. In this case, girl is the simple subject. The compound subject is two or more subjects joined by a conjunction that share the same verb. Example, Tim and Robbie like to fish. Tim and Robbie is the compound subject. Note, they are joined by the conjunction and. The complete subject. The complete subject includes the simple subject and the other words that describe it. Example, the insolent child was punished by his parent. In this case, the complete subject is the insolent child. Child would have been the simple subject, and the other words that describe child are the insolent. Now let us look at rules governing subject and verb agreement. There are many rules that govern subject and verb agreement. Some of them are 1. A singular subject requires a singular verb. Example, the cherry was delicious. Note the subject cherry is in agreement with its verb was. Although there are rules, there are also exceptions to the rules. In the case of rule number 1, the exception to this rule is that in the case of the pronoun I, which is singular, it usually requires a plural verb except in the case of the verb to be. Example 1. I do many activities. You never say I does. Number 2. I operate the machine. You never say I operates. Number 3. I am happy. You never say I is or are happy. A plural subject requires a plural verb. Examples 1. The cherries were delicious. 2. The boys were late for class. Now, let us attempt this exercise based on the two rules that were given. Number 1. I like or likes to eat mangoes. Number 2. My favorite subject is or are mathematics. Number 3. The mangoes is or are delicious. Number 4. The boys is or are playing on the field. Number 5. Junior is or are my younger brother. The responses to this activity: I like to eat mangoes. My favorite subject is mathematics. The mangoes are delicious. The boys are playing on the field. Junior is my younger brother. When the subject of the sentence is a compound subject, it may require either a singular or a plural verb. Examples: Number 1. Tea or coffee is served in the morning. In this case, we are saying one or the other, hence the verb is required. Number 2. Julia and Ryan visit their aunt in the hospital. In this case, Julia and Ryan can be replaced by the pronoun they, making it a plural subject. Hence, the verb must be plural, so it is visit and not visits. Compound subjects joined by either or neither nor require special care. The verb must be in agreement with the closer subject. If the closer subject is singular, the verb must be singular. And if the closer subject is plural, the verb must be plural. Examples. 1. Neither the teacher nor her students informed the administrator of the incident. The verb inform is in agreement with the closer subject students. Number 2. Either the children or their dad reads the letter. The verb reads is in agreement with dad and not children. Now, now, let us attempt this activity based on the rule given. Number 1. Tim or Sarah is or are at the meeting. Number 2. Jake and Riley is or are working on the project. Number 3. Either the man or the woman was or were accused of fraud. Number 4. Neither the boys nor the girls was or were pleased with the results. Number 5. Either the child or her parents was or were seen at the scene of the crime. The responses to this activity are as follows. Tim or Sarah is at the meeting. Jake and Riley are working on the project. Either the man or the woman was accused of fraud. Neither the boys nor the girls were pleased with the results. Either the child or her parents were seen at the scene of the crime. The verb must always be in agreement with the subject of the sentence and not a word from the prepositional phrase or any intervening phrase. Examples. Number 1. The child along with the mother was present for the meeting. In the above, the verb was is in agreement with the child and not with the intervening words along with his mother. That provides additional information about the child. The child is with his mother. However, the verb was is in agreement with the child. Example number 2. Reports of a gigantic earthquake were greatly exaggerated. In this case, the plural verb were is in agreement with reports and not the intervening phrase of a gigantic earthquake. Reports were. Now, let us attempt this activity based on the rule given. Number 1. The boy, accompanied by his parents, was or were at the function. Number 2. The girls, along with their coach, smiles or smiled at the official. Number 3. The babysitter, as well as the child's parents, seems or seem frustrated with the situation. Number 4. Junior, as well as his friends, was or were at the studio. Number 5. The players, as well as their coach, was or were determined to win the tournament. The responses to this activity are as follows. The boy, accompanied by his parents, was at the function. Number 2, the girls, along with their coach, smiled at the official. Number 3, the babysitter, as well as the child's parents, seems frustrated with the situation. Number 4, Junior, as well as his friends, was at the studio. Number 5, the players, as well as their coach, were determined to win the tournament. We have just concluded part 1 of the rules governing subject and verb agreement. To ensure that you fully grasp all that you have been taught, let us look at your final activity. Choose the correct verb that best completes the given sentences. Number 1. The student was or were surprised when the teacher announced that she would give an extension. Number 2. I was or were elated at the news that I had won the competition. Number 3. Julia and Robert was or were chosen to represent the school in the competition. Number 4. Neither the contractor nor the plumber was or were informed of the changes. Number 5. The girl, along with her parents, attend or attends the function. Number 6. During the riot, the protesters was or were arrested by the police. Number 7. All but James seems happy with the results. Number 8. The talented singers appeared nervous at the rehearsal. Number 9. Neither the lawyer nor his client was or were pleased with the outcome of the trial. Number 10. Without being noticed, the mischievous boy put the gum on the girl's chair. I trust that you have found this presentation on subject and verb agreement enlightening. If there are any questions, if there are any difficulty with any aspect of this presentation, please raise any issue that you may have in the comment box. Please put all your responses to the final activity in the comment box below and share, comment, like, subscribe. God bless you.